Hello, welcome to Evil Genius 2. I've only just barely started. I'm still in the middle of the tutorial. I've learned the basics, though, of how to sort of lay out a base and place rooms and furniture, and I'll probably have more of that to show you a little bit later. Right now, it's telling me, though, that I need to learn how guards work through a little side story, and that seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like maybe a good place to get started with an audience. So we've got all these. We got our main objective that we can, pursue at any time. We've got, I've completed 3 schemes, so I've got my optional objective here. I'll collect a reward for that. But side stories. So here I'm supposed to learn about guards. I should give you a little bit of a primer on what else is going on before we get started with that, though. So let me just sort of introduce you to my lair. So this is, I forgot what the name of the island is, but it's got a casino here in the front and a party in the back. This is where we got this little helicopter landing pad, and people will drop stuff off and bring them in here. And these little dudes will use special high-tech equipment to dig tunnels in these walls and, sort of bring in and install equipment. So each room has got a purpose, but its purpose is fulfilled by the furniture items that you place inside the room. So, for instance, this is my my power station here. So it's got an incinerator in it for getting rid of bodies, of course, but then it's also got a bunch of these little power stations. More than I need, I think. I've kind of overdone it a little bit. Let me real quick just sort of show you what making a new room is like. So I've recently added a new barracks to make more capacity for minions. I got 30 minions right now, and the more barracks I add, the more room I have for minions, and then it just keeps recruiting minions steadily. I keep, sort of throwing minions at problems. The minions go away forever, but then it just keeps filling them up with more. And minions are how I get all of the work done in this place. So what kind of room could I actually make here, just to sort of demonstrate how it works?
New optional objective available.
Ooh, new optional objective. Neat. Okay, so let's say, what do I want here? Laboratory, prison, control room, vault. You know what? I think I want to expand the reach of my missions outside the base. So let's expand the control room. So, So there are, okay. The controls can be a little bit confusing here because when you are navigating the map, let's get away from this interface. When you're navigating the map, you can use WASD to move the camera around. You can also scroll with the edges, and I think that they mean for edge scrolling to be the primary means of moving around, because when you open a menu, because my means of rotating the screen, which is really important actually. Some games, rotating the camera you don't do very often. In this game, because everything is dug down and has furniture on the walls, if you want to see everything, you do have to rotate your camera around. That's on Q and E. Now, it's also on the middle mouse button, but it's kind of, a little bit wonky. It's kind of hard to control, and so I prefer to use Q and E because it's just a little bit more locked down. But as soon as I open a menu, Q and E become about like cycling options. You see how I'm like cycling between the tabs with Q and E? So I'll get the desire to rotate the camera while I've got a menu open, and everything will fall apart. So another thing that's really interesting and weird about this control scheme is the way that these tabs work. So normally you think of like the tabs at the top of a menu being the organizing principle, and then when you've selected something, you then make selections underneath it, right? So this is the top level organizing principle, and then everything down here is below it. Not this menu. First, you pick a room type in the leftmost tab, and then what is in the next tabs depends on which room type you chose. So if I choose a bedroom, then I hit items. We've got bedroom stuff, lockers, a door, some beds. I've got decor that's appropriate, that's decorated for the bedroom. If you choose a mess hall, now I get mess hall furniture. It took me forever to figure this out. I was just like, why can't I find all the buttons I need until I got it? So I'm going to expand the control room. So one of the things about these rooms is that a lot of the furniture requires being on a wall. And so you want to actually have as much wall space as you can. So I'm going to build a new room, but I'm going to have the room be mostly wall space. And so when you're planning, it just shows sort of a blue tinted version of what it is you want the thing to look like eventually. And now I'm in control room, so hit items, and now I get items that are appropriate for a control room. And now Q and E, I
Your
think...
scientists have
Nope.
made a breakthrough.
I forgot. Okay, Q and E don't rotate the thing. R rotates the thing. I'm just very confused. Okay, so I'm going to place a couple of these guys. Looks like... Oh, is there a limit? Okay. Sometimes I can't quite figure out where things go. Okay, there we go. Like that. Then I hit confirm. So this is telling me how much this is going to cost. This is going to cost 8,000 bucks. I've got 35,000 bucks, so we're cool. I'm going to hit confirm all. Oh my gosh, my research is complete. Let's take a little side tour, side trip. Okay, so we just finished what? Larger storage bays? Okay, that raised my minion cap by 10, so that means we should see this tick up to 40, I guess? Or is that the one I already had? Okay, no, that's the one. Yeah, that's a new one. Okay, so I can increase my geniuses. Your genius is a specific character. We can look at them in a minute. So I can increase their stats. I can, or there's a bunch of different technologies here, and knowing what to do. You know what? Let's just go with a reinforced door for now. It seems basic,
Research has begun.
and we want to get on to other things. So you'll notice that my people here are carving out the room. So it works. It's got a little bit of that like sort of dwarf fortress feel. Like you define a job, and then it just grabs whatever people are nearby to do the job. So once they've cleared out the space, somebody is going to run over. I think this guy is going to run over here to the helipad to pick the furniture up. Oh, look, it's recruiting a couple of new minions. You see, I'm up to 32 minions now. So periodically, it's going to keep recruiting minions until I get up to 40. And then I can just throw these minions at problems, and they often die or go on extended vacation, and then it just replaces them. I like how it kind of, each minion is unique. They've all got unique names and stuff like that. You could totally think of them as people if you want to, but you also just throw them around like garbage, which feels absolutely appropriate to this game. Okay, so this guy who's carrying this big weird thing, he's
Optional objective.
bringing in a piece of furniture to drop off in this room. So Cloudcraft says in the original, you could actually click and drag off an existing room to expand it rather than creating a new room. That is actually what I did. This is not a new room. This is just a room with a complicated outline that lets me install more wall-mounted stuff. Because you notice, like, the bedroom that they had me build during the very beginning of the tutorial, I mean, it's nice and all, but there's a limit to how many beds and lockers I can put here, because they all have to be mounted on walls. When I built my own bedroom, I added a little wall in here so I could have more wall space to install stuff on. And I think that if I thought about it, I could come up with sort of an idealized shape for a room that's got all the wall space you need to just barely fit in all the furniture that you want.
Objective complete.
So, okay, so we've just completed an optional objective by accident. What were we trying to do? Oh, hire 6 more minions. Great. That has been done. Awesome. Okay, so completing a research project is one that I've got ongoing. Complete 5 schemes is another one. You can only track one optional objective at a time. Let's keep that one going. I'm going to be doing schemes all the time. Actually, yeah, real quick. Before we get on to our side story, let's also fill you in on the world map. So here's my island in the middle of the Atlantic. And I've got these little sub-outposts out here. The number of these I can have depends on how many of those like radio stations I have in my control room, the things that I just built. So if I wanted to, I could place a new outpost somewhere else. Like one here in the Middle East. So yeah, so we'll send 3 workers to scout it out. Okay, so it's going to collect 3 workers who are going to go to the helipad and take a helicopter over here to sort of claim this area. Let's look at the ones I've already claimed. So this one, I think, does not... Oh, this one's got an ongoing scheme to make money. This is like, I think the main way that you make money is you send people out to do these schemes. So they'll spend time working on a scheme, and they'll, I think, deliver a small amount of money each tick, while that's ongoing. Similarly, right here, we got this one ongoing that is reducing the heat in the area. I don't know what happens if you let the heat get too high, but heat is sort of the cost of doing missions. So let's say I want somebody to launch a scheme over here. It's going to gain 15 heat, which is going to raise this significantly. And it's going to take 3 workers. So if I launch the scheme, minions will not return to the lair. So 3 minions are going to leave, But I basically have this rule where I don't want the way they justify it in the story is that you don't want minions leading heroes and spies back to your base. And so so once they come out here, that's it. They're going to stick around. And so now I've lost 3 minions. I've got the 40 right now, but when they leave, I'm going to lose it. It'll drop down to 37. And so if you're launching a bunch of schemes at once, you're constantly bleeding minions, but you're also constantly recruiting minions, so it's fine. So, okay, that's all going to be on autopilot. And other things that are on autopilot, I've got my research lab over here. The scientist is working on the research that I just assigned them, and this is my minion.
I am the brains of the operation.
She's right. She's the evil genius, not the minion. So I picked the science friendly one, and so when she's in an area, sort of doing this area effect thing, she makes scientists work faster. She makes anyone work faster, but she has a more powerful effect on scientists, which is why I've got her here instead of somewhere else. But I can actually move her around. You know, I can like send her wherever I want to send her.
Certain, but my success.
Exactly. Nothing is certain but my success. But I don't want her to do that,
Proceed.
so I'll send her back here where she goes. So Cloudcraft says that heat results in more
Criminal network has been established.
and better.
I'm not
Okay,
bossy.
everyone needs to shut up.
I'm the boss.
Shush. So anyway, Cloudcraft says that. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that heat results in more and better agents invading your base, which is an experience I have not had yet because I'm right at the beginning. So anyway, let's continue the tutorial, which involves going on this side story about the introduction to guards. This is what it says. You can't read it because where my face is. Okay, your minions are weak. It's pathetic. We're going to start this side story.
What we need is a little more muscle around here. You there? How much can you lift?
About 70 kilos on a good day, 80 if I use both hands.
Uh-huh. And how many bullet wounds can you take before you give up?
1, maybe 2.
My point exactly. Get out there and find someone strong. Learn their secrets.
Many objectives require you to send different types of minions to run special schemes. Let's go to the world stage to get started.
So, another couple of comments from the chat. Sangatsu says, wow, this looks complicated. It looks complicated. Actually, you know, once you sort of get like, oh yeah, I've got a room that's this big. It's got items in it that do the job, do the work. It actually is not that complex at all. And it's kind of, you know, I like the fact that it looks complex, but is not complex. That's kind of a sweet spot for learning a new management sim. It might get super complex later. I think that once you're sort of not only trying to produce, you know, whatever you produce here, but also defend it against invading agents, I think that's where it starts getting complicated. The strategy of how you lay your base out starts getting complicated. Cogs242 wants to know what the in-game documentation is like. I'm not actually sure. I've been following the tutorials so far. And I'm not actually sure if it offers a lot of, like... I mean, basically, each time you click on something, it gives you this sort of this window that tells you what exactly it does. Of course, you can't see it very well because I'm on that side. But each thing you click on does sort of, like, give you a rundown on what it's for, what it costs. They've got pretty verbose descriptions of things, and so I think that's a fair amount of what you're looking for from the in-game documentation. Anyway, okay, let's go to the world stage.
One of the highlighted schemes is near one of your criminal networks. You can send minions to complete the scheme now, or you can search the globe for an alternative.
Okay, it looks like... Okay, I've got one in my new base in the Middle East that I haven't... The other ones I'll have ongoing schemes. I don't want to interrupt. But I can launch a scheme at this one to kidnap a guard. I like that I'm just kidnapping and brainwashing people. No one actually agrees with me with my goals of their own devices. I find I'm constantly chasing badges around in here. Okay, so so I do actually have capacity to scout another region, so I can probably satisfy that optional objective. What am I doing? Yeah, so the way that they use tabs in this game is really weird. Like not only do they have that strange thing with the ordering of the tabs in the construction menu, but also
A scheme has succeeded.
the world right here, like the sort of the main screen, not the world, the base. You think of this as the main screen, and everything else is a departure from it. And you come back to the main screen. The game actually treats the main screen like it is one of many equal tabs. So you click the world stage to go to the world stage, and then you have to click back to your home. But then construction is a sub. It's a sub menu inside the base,
A scheme has succeeded.
but it's got equal footing in the hierarchy with the base. Right? And so it just the language of tabs, it's sort of this well-established language of like how tabs work. And this game is just kind of turning everything like on a 90-degree angle as far as what your expectations of tabs are. Let's quickly go to the world stage and set up a new... Let's go to India. So we'll scout India. So you'll see that your minions will have needs and things. Like these guys get hungry. And then they go over here. You know, they'll satisfy their needs in the mess hall. I'm not sure if there's an easy way to tell if you're above or below capacity. Like,
Your minions have kidnapped a specialist. Once they're in a holding cell, you can choose to interrogate them.
Okay, where is this guard? Oh, I think these guys are taking off to go scout that new region. Okay, so if they've kidnapped a guard, are they still out on the world stage? Here's my prison, so he's not there yet. Aha, here we go. They're about to bring a prisoner in. Cogs242 says, the language of tabs might be a good video title. I do kind of feel like that's the main thing I wanted to sort of bring up. Well, I mean, there's so much I don't know about this game yet that I don't even know what there is going to be to discuss about it. But coming in with the little of this game that I've experienced so far, that was the main thing I wanted to talk about. Was the strange use of tabs, like sort of weird hierarchy-free tabs, where they're just kind of free to do whatever they want with the tabs. And they're not really sticking to any conventions. Okay, global operations. So it looks like we completed this. What is that?
New optional objective available.
Oh, what's this? Oh, is this... Oh, that's not just India. It's also India and, like, Iran and stuff. Okay, got it. So this... I was like, I claimed a place over here. Why is this over here? But yeah, I get it now. All right, so... Let's do some money earning schemes while we're figuring out this guard. Looks like this one's not doing anything. I guess I could capture another guard, because why not? I'll make some money here. So yellow is money, purple is reducing heat, orange, I guess, is guards, green is scientists. So all those guys are taken off to do the job they sent them to do. There's something weirdly satisfying about, like, defining a job and then watching minions scurry off to do it. I have the same feeling while playing RimWorld sometimes. It's one of the sort of the simple base level emotional
Got a new prisoner.
Select the holding cell
Emotional
and
experiences.
then select escort prisoner. After that, select the interrogation device. For now, that's the interrogation chair.
Okay, I'm clicking it. Build mode. Wait, do I have something new in the corridor? Oh, I can build a guard post. I bet we'll learn about that in a minute. Okay, looks like we're interrogating him. Does that mean brainwashing him in this case? Like squirting him full of stuff? I love the care that goes into these these animations. They just hit him in the face.
Has given us their secrets.
With all these new recruits, you should expand your training room to make space for all those exotic training machines.
What was this? Did we just kill him? And now we've got a job to take a body to the incinerator? What? This game is dark. Okay, so he's just given us... Oh, by interrogating him, I've learned the secret of building a guard training facility. Okay, so this is my training room. So I've already got a scientist training facility. Now I can build a guard training facility as soon as somebody goes and does that. So actually, I'm not sure why I thought that I was going to be recruiting that guard. And so that's why I triggered another mission to go and get a guard. I thought that I was going to want more guards, but apparently not. Sorry, I've been having this weird pain in my back lately, so now I've got to keep readjusting my sitting position. Yeah, so when they're placing something, it just sort of like grows out of nothing. Oh, wait. They want me to expand the room, but I have enough space. Why do you want me to expand the room? I mean, fine, I did deliberately leave room to do that.
New main objective available.
Guards are important to the security of your lair, but can disappear quicker than a dry martini. Build 2 guard trainers so that your minions can top up their wilting numbers post-haste.
2 guard trainers. Got it. All right. Well, we can start training guards right now. I don't know how many I'm going to need. So let's build a second guard trainer. I'm just going to line these up along the wall.
Once constructed, we can use the minion training screen to request our minions start their training to become fully fledged guards. Won't that be nice?
Oh, hey, we've got a fancy door. What else can we get? Let's see here. Okay, so this is the minion capacity one that I already got. Gives me a computer console. Intel. Okay, sure. Let's learn that.
Research has begun.
Whoa, what have I just unlocked? Oh, so I get a reinforced door available in every single... Okay, good. I thought I was going to clear all of these badges. But no, it's just the reinforced door appears in every room because you can reinforce the door of any room, which makes total sense. So SquishySoft says, I've seen mixed reviews about this, so I was curious to see your take on it. Yeah, so my take on it so far is, this is a neat little toy. Oh, wow, this is kind of fun to watch these guys march around. I don't know what I'm going to feel about the sort of the longer-term game. Like, once we get to the point where I'm explicitly designing the layout of my map to make it, you know, harder for a hero to invade, and I'm setting up sort of tower defense type defenses, while also trying to, you know, produce the resources that I need in the same base. Like... It sounds like it gets pretty complex, but I would have to say, like, I get off-put by management sims pretty easily. I've got a very narrow sweet spot for them, so the fact that I'm even still playing the tutorial is a mark in the favor of this game.
Screen to request some advanced minions.
Looks like I've already done that.
We have 2 guard trainers, so set your lair to always try and maintain 4 guards. When they are defeated in combat, your minions will quickly train and create new guards to take their place at your side. Wow, look at them go. I could do that, but I don't want to. Guards are just one of the muscle-type minions you will be able to find as you expand your empire.
Because I said so.
So I really like sort of the model that they've come up with for the way that workers work. That basically you just set you set the target for how many of them you want, and then the game sort of like the AI basically is just constantly trying to provide you with that. So yeah, as I understand it, so SquishySoft and Cloudcrafter both get the impression that this tutorial is pretty long, and yeah, that's the impression I get as well. It does, everything you do here takes time. It sort of constantly runs in real time. This actually, I have not felt the urge to speed it up, weirdly enough. Maybe it's just because there's so many cute little things to look at all the time. I think as I get used to it, I'll probably want to speed it up more often. But lately, it's just sort of like just watching. It's like watching an ant farm, just watching everything sort of move around in here is kind of fun. Looks like, I'm capped out on space for gold. Let's, which one was the vault? Vault. I want to get richer. Though actually, can I make a corridor in this space? 1, 2, 3, okay, yes. Corridors need to be at least 4 wide, I believe. I think it might, or it's smart to make them be 4 wide because you put a door on them that way. I think I actually want a corridor because otherwise.
Have enough guards to support them. Request some guard posts towards the entrance to your lair.
If I want to be able to build over here, I'm actually going to need that space. So I might have to build a second vault at some point because I'm running out of room here. I'll make it as big as I can, but I also don't want to, I'm assuming at some point I'll be able to dig into this harder rock, and I'll be able to make some more space here, but let's grab some more pallets. That actually might be all I can do. Can I just stick a reinforced door on top of another door, or do I have to actually remove the existing door? It seems like I might need to remove the existing door. Okay, so I guess I've removed that. I'm kind of... Okay, now, that didn't really remove it. I'm hitting escape. Okay, how do I... Yeah, I know that you want me to build a guard post, but right now, I actually want to... Okay, maybe I need to get out. Let's confirm all right now. Let's get out of here. Let's... Edit, maybe? So let's sell the door, and then let's build a reinforced door. Okay, I was worried that it was going to, consider, removing the door to be, destroying the base. Or destroying the room, and I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do it. But, yeah, it looks like they are letting it happen. Just the little, the process of digging. It just, part of me just wants somebody to do, some kind of weird mod that takes the graphics of Evil Genius and applies them to RimWorld. So I can watch my people dig into a mountainside like this.
Your criminal networks are idle. Consider running some schemes.
Oh, Cloudcraft says that actually you can probably, if the game is like the original, have the game... have rooms connect directly to other rooms rather than having to dig corridors to everything. That literally did not occur to me. Of course, that makes perfect sense. That's how the real world works. Whatever. This is my first dumb tutorial base. It's going to suck and be stupid. What have I done here? What is with this? No. No, that is ugly, ugly garbage. Stop that right now. Okay, anyway, they wanted me to place guard posts. Let's place some guard posts. Okay, so I guess I want to put them in places... Oh, that was me hitting the Q button to rotate the camera. Oh my gosh. All right, so we'll probably want guard posts near... At least one near the entrance, right? Maybe one here at... Maybe a couple here at this corner.
During high alert, your guards will diligently man these aptly named guard posts.
And then one by the vault. Something like that sounds good. So yeah, I think that if I was worried about this base being my awesome, like, real base, I probably would undo what I did with this corridor per Cloudcraft's advice and expand the vault and then try to just build rooms right onto rooms. But whatever. I've already made this plan. It's not hurting me too much. I'll just leave it where it is. Okay, so Cloudcraft says that actually I want to ideally have more guards than guard posts, so that the other guards will patrol, which makes sense. I think nothing's stopping me from having more guards than that, so especially because I think my minion capacity has only been increasing over time. How are we doing on the optional objectives? Rewards, rewards, rewards. Okay, still
We have picked up some movement near your lair. Keep an eye out for incoming agents.
all right. Let's head over. Okay, there's a pesky investigator who's going to arrive. That'll be fun. But let's go over here because I think we need to launch more schemes in order to get more cash. Okay. These guys can probably afford to do one more scheme before reducing heat. These guys should reduce their heat. Greenland is my it's my oldest base, so they're on a little bit of a different cadence than everybody else. I figured that Greenland was sort of an unambitious goal for an evil genius to try to, take over. Okay, so now we're going to wait for some kind of investigator to show up. Okay, looks like we're done training these guards.
Yes.
So we'll send her
Guards
back.
like to use their muscles to defeat agents. Tag this agent for swift termination.
What agent? What agent? Ah. Terminate?
There's an intruder here. Kill them.
Okay, how does this work?
Turn on high alert and watch as your minions scurry to deal with any tagged agents they find in your lair.
Do we want to just... I guess no one... This casino isn't working, so...
Optional objective available.
Oh, right, I have to hold it to turn it on. Because it's a big deal. So do my guards wait until the investigator comes inside?
Research has been paused.
Everybody's just running around panicking. But it looks like they don't want to leave the base. Or do they? Oh, wait, is this a worker or a guard? No, it looks like a worker to me. Oh, maybe she's a guard. Doesn't have the huge, broad shoulders, so it's hard to tell. Okay, so... No, this is just a worker attacking the... What? Okay, well, that was dumb of you. How about a guard? Okay, so I thought... Okay, is it because I placed all those guard posts that I don't have guards running to actually deal with this person? It could be, but... I thought did I not yet train those guards?
Your minions are in combat.
I've got 6 6. I've only got 4 guard posts. What happened to my remaining guards?
Nicely done.
Okay.
Turn off high alert once you have finished dancing. Fisticuffs are an occupational hazard for your guards and lowers their vitality. A short stay in the infirmary can patch them right up.
Oh, an infirmary. All right. Yeah, so 4 of my guards went to their guard post. I don't know what happened to the other 2 guards. Why they weren't the ones who ran out and dealt with the investigator. That was strange. Okay, so I need to have an infirmary. How big does my infirmary need to be? I guess we'll try building something directly onto another room.
An intensive care pod like this can officially deal with 1,000 boo-boos per hour. Actual results may vary.
All right, so we need to rotate this so that people can reach it. And actually, I'm going to put another door on here when I need to get deeper into the base. So I'll line these up against this wall.
If a minion's vitality gets too low, they will go to the closest infirmary to attempt to heal. If their vitality reaches 0, then it might be time to hire a new minion.
So Squishy Soft says it's actually a common complaint that guards will often sit around playing cards and not actually run to deal with problems. That it might be something buggy in the AI. Which is not surprising. AI is the easiest thing to have bugs in. It's always complex, and our standards for judging the intelligent behavior of a character in a video game are very, very high. It's just hard to make humans believe, fake humans. But, yeah, it does seem like running to deal with the threat would probably be a very, very high priority for guard AI. Dr. Ropedope says the graphics in this game are actually kind of cool. Yeah, I agree. I mean, they've gone for this very broad, primary colors kind of cartoony look, but they are just leaning hard into it and nailing it as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of sort of the very,
Search has been paused.
clean, colorful 60s aesthetic just in general. It's not usually what I want from stuff. But anything that's done really well, you got to appreciate, and I do. I think maybe I've just never sort of found the kind of mustache twirling villain archetype particularly exciting. Dr. Evil kind of undercut it really hard, and it's, I don't know.
New optional objective available.
It's not really my thing, generally. So, this is, when I heard about this game, I wasn't like, oh, yes, this is what I've always wanted. I was like, oh, that's an interesting idea. But it's the execution of this game that makes me interested in it, not sort of the idea of what it is.
Need anything? This is crucial to my success.
Okay, so nobody's working here. Is that because I'm done? Or I forgot where the research screen was. It's okay, research is paused. Can I unpause it? Was it paused because of the high alert? Yeah, I've completely forgotten where research lives. Oh, it's right here. Huh. It just says paused. I wonder where my scientists are. Okay, I've got 2 scientists. Are they just busy? Let's hire another scientist. So what is it badging? Oh, decor.
Complete.
Well done.
Uh-oh.
Your horde of guards will be the first line of defense and help to keep the riffraff out. Collect the completed side story to continue your world domination.
Okay. Yay! All right, so it looks like we do not have enough power capacity, so we're going to have to extend that real fast. So let's just keep extending this power station off in the same direction. Actually, well, no, I don't want to do that. Can I fit more of these control room items in here? While I'm increasing my power capacity, let's also spend some of that power capacity. Nope, I can't. I've made this the wrong size. I can't easily fit things in here without problems. This kind of blocks the door a little bit. I think that probably doesn't matter, but it makes me sad. Put that there, though. Anyway, yeah, so as I want to expand this, it'll probably go out that direction. So you know, having a secondary power source might actually not be that bad. Like a backup generator. Hey, workers. Oh, okay, so I say, where did you guys go? Yeah, so we're going to be at no power for a little while, I guess. Oh, SquishySoft asks what my scientist morale is. Good question. They're not doing anything. Seems fine. They're just kind of hanging around?
Optional objective complete.
I wonder if there's something going on. You know, maybe I don't need as many of these. Oh, can I just turn them off? Ooh, I can turn them off. That's cool. I wonder if there's something in the tutorial that artificially paused research, but never turned it back on again, or something.
Something is wrong with either
Oh.
the minions or the training room, boss.
Right, I can't train people because I have no power. Oh, of course I have no power! That's why they're not doing science! What the heck is wrong with me? So, once power comes back on, if they then still don't do any science, then I've got problems. I'm hoping that at some point I'll unlock fancier power sources. Because these seem to take up a lot of space and don't support a ton of work
New
individually.
optional objective available.
Okay, so the lights are back on. Let's see if the scientists... Yes, they go back. Okay, of course. Of course it was because we were out of power. All right, well,
Research has resumed.
let's go back here. First off, let's collect some optional objectives. We could scout a new region, interrogate people, train guards, whatever. That's all normal stuff. Collect reward.
Now this is more like it. Tell me, what do you bench press?
The biggest one.
Right. Okay. Not quite what I expected. How many bullet wounds did it take to kill you?
The biggest one.
Are you okay? Wait. I don't want to know. You're hired.
1 down, 2 to go. Select a new minion side story from the objective screen.
All right. The valet or the technician. Oh, now I get to decide which one I want to do. Actually, you know, I feel like we've seen technicians before. Let's find out what the valet is all about. I think this might be about the casino out front.
Agents. Can't a genius with a dubious criminal past purchase an exotic lair in peace anymore.
It's probably all the helicopters. They'll be wondering what we're doing out here.
That's why I chose this location. It has the perfect cover operation, even if it is abandoned.
I think the problem is that it's abandoned, boss. Not many people visit an abandoned... anything.
For once, you make a good point. Very well. Hire some staff. Dress them well. Teach them to cheat at roulette.
Many objectives require you to send different types of minions to run special schemes. Let's go to the world stage to get started. One of the highlighted schemes is near one of your criminal networks. You can send minions to complete the scheme now, or you can search the globe for an alternative.
Oh, do I have to... I don't want to cancel my ongoing schemes. I want them to keep going. Let's head over to Scout Japan. But, whatever. The thing is, I think that the schemes, the money schemes, I think they just provide steady cash over time. I don't think they actually have a prize at the end, so I think I'm probably not losing much by launching this scheme instead of another one. All right. So I guess while we're waiting for that to happen, we can start rethinking our whole power situation here and how much space we're going to want for power generation and other purposes. Let's see here. So we've got some extra money. In fact, we've got all the money we can carry, so let's first extend that corridor all the way out. Just because I feel like it, shush. And I just know that me deciding to lean harder into that is probably driving my more efficiency-minded viewers crazy. So if we build out a...
A new tier of research has been unlocked.
Oops, what the heck? I just accidentally hit E. Okay, so that will fill it up. So we need one more layer to let people walk around these things. But then my control room doesn't have any space. But it might still have enough space for the bare minimum of what I'm trying to do with it. So let's see if that's true. What does the computer console do? Generates intel. So it doesn't have space to operate there. Okay, this looks like it's additive to the other stuff that's going on. It doesn't actually increase the capacity for schemes.
Network has been established.
Okay, yes. Oh, dang it, I hit Q again. I keep trying to rotate the map. This is an insane way for it to work. Okay, yeah, so I can't... This is not enough space. So this is a poorly planned base, is what we're saying, is what we're learning here. But, hold on. I've got another idea. So let's fill in that. And then let's switch to the different room now. Switch to the control room. Extend it. Oh, okay, so it actually tells me when it's got room for stuff. It turns blue when there's room for stuff, and it's red when there is not room for stuff. Right? Yes. Okay, so I can build another console right there. And then, okay, so I moved... Wait, what invalid tile change? Oh!
New
Got
optional
it.
Objective available.
I hadn't realized that that was turning things red. Okay, got it. So if you block off any part of a room with furniture, it won't let you build. So let's confirm that. Yay! Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab each of these guys and move them slightly to the
Scheme has
left.
succeeded.
Then I'm going to place more of them alongside like that. There we go. Area in lockdown, cannot run schemes. Why? Why is this area in lockdown? Dang it. No, no, no. Okay, so the lockdown's going to end in 3 minutes. Of course, it had to happen in the place where I was doing the story one. Well. And the layer's in low power, so I can't start new schemes. Of course, it's because I'm moving all of my power stations. I thought they would just move them quickly. Do they just remove them first and then add them later? How does this work?
What next?
Well, let's make this go
Another
faster.
experiment requires my attention.
So I think that the purple schemes were for my cover operation. Things that had to do with protecting myself. And so... Wait, who's this? Ah, tourists are showing up, but we don't have the casino working yet. Because we don't have a valet. And one of the reasons we don't have a valet is because of this disaster that I've created for myself. But Cloudcraft says that the first line of defense is your cover operation. It's sometimes agents won't even make it into the building, won't even make it into the base, because they get distracted by the cover operation. Okay, so... My genius... What? Nope. I said my genius is going to use her
Not hard.
her work speeding area of effect deal in this room. Get people to finish faster and prioritize this stuff. There we go. Power's back up and running. She's standing right in the middle of where somebody's going to place something. Is that going to be a problem? I'm kind of wondering what she does about that once they place the power thing. Power dealy. Cogs asks, can you stack multiple action speed boosting minions in one area? I don't know. I only have the one. I have the evil genius herself, which is her.
Let's get scientific.
So I have no idea
Intrigued to see the result.
if I mean, it looks like there was space for there to be more sort of hero characters.
If logic dictates.
I just don't know who they are or what they're going to be able to do. Or if other characters are going to have the same powers that she has to boost speed. Okay, so tourists are walking around and like, what is this weird place? Somebody told me to come here, and now everything's got sheets over it. This is the worst casino I've ever been to. Oh, there's a whole new layer of research options here now. Free broadcast strength. Lookouts will warn your minions in the field, increasing the amount of time it takes heat to build. So this is decreasing heat overall. Oh, I can upgrade my criminal networks to level 2? Yeah, let's do that.
Research has begun.
So is this ongoing again? Okay. Hopefully, this will actually work. Start making some money in Japan. We've been doing this for nearly an hour, so I'm not going to keep it going too much longer. I did kind of want to find out what valets were going to do, though. Construct lockers in the barracks, huh? Sure. Do I have space for lockers in the barracks? Yeah, it looks like I do. Lockers are what give you access to... So the beds are not actually what give you access to new minions, or to more minions. It's actually lockers that do that. The assumption is that your minions are actually sharing and trading off with beds. No one gets to, you know, have their own living space, but they do get to have their own locker. And so the number of lockers determines the number of minions. All right.
I'm thinking.
I can send her back to work on the
I'm
research.
intrigued to see the results.
So now we got 50 extra power, so we should have a little bit of headroom. Cogs242 says I should have a gift shop where I sell my own like self-themed merchandise to guests. That would be pretty fun. So it looks like I might be able to add another entrance here if I wanted to, maybe, or actually, like, this place deep over here, it feels like this might actually be the most remote part of the facility. Because you'd have to go through so much just to get here without digging through the walls.
Your minions have kidnapped a specialist. Once they're in a holding cell, you can choose to interrogate them.
You can choose. Like, it's the only way to make this part of the game work. But yeah, let's highlight that it's my choice to murder this person and steal everything in their brain. Okay, so that was my minions going to start the scheme in Japan. Alright, so where is the valet going to be?
Research has been paused.
Why? Oh, this scientist might be out of smarts? They're tired or something? Are we going to get another scientist in here to replace them? There we are. Hello, scientist.
Research has resumed.
The tank says your minions don't treat this as a day job and go home to their families at the end of the day. Nope, these minions, I am their family. I am their only family. Okay, it looks like I've got a lot of hungry minions. And minions, what is this brain thing that they have? Their smarts are down. Is there a thing I can do to, like, help them recover from smarts? Is it just going to bed? I don't know. I feel like I should probably extend the mess hall, though, and add another table. It feels like not as many minions are eating as should. And these seats all look full. Like, the beds don't look full, so I figure they probably got enough beds. Oh, okay, so Cog says that minions can replenish smarts by visiting the archives and using the materials there.
A scheme has succeeded.
So I don't know what the archives are. I imagine it's something that I'll be taught about later. So I'm not sure how easily I can tell.
An intruder has been captured.
Select the holding cell and then select escort prisoner. After that, select the interrogation device. For now, that's the interrogation chair.
So Cloudcraft was hinting that there are there historically have been some very clever interrogation animations in the previous game, and he was a little disappointed by what goes on in the chair. But it sounds like the chair is only one of many interrogation devices, so maybe they start simple and get funnier as you go. So yeah, you'll note that the valets wear purple, and I feel like there's some pretty strong color coding in this game. The purple schemes are all about purple schemes out on the world stage are all about maintaining your cover. I think there are red schemes that are about getting guards, and they wear red. The yellow schemes for making money are just sort of workaday things that the regular minions do, and they wear yellow.
Intruder has given us their secrets.
Interrogation has revealed to us how to build new training furniture. Build the new item in your training room.
Oh, the valet trainer's large. Kind of takes up the remaining space. Cool. Ugh. Okay. So I guess we'll wait for that to happen. Looks like somebody's showing up with it. So Cogs has read that apparently the archives are something that you can only get after completing some particular act of infamy, which is a term I haven't heard before. I imagine it's probably just maybe a complicated scheme. Not sure. So I'm assuming that means that there are other ways to replenish the smarts. Maybe they just replenish them over time,
Available.
and maybe you only need a special
Click to the
facility.
minion training screen to request some advanced minions. Request the amount of this specialist you want in your lair. Your minions will always try to keep to this number. Your workers will start to train automatically. They'll learn faster if another minion is able to teach them.
Okay. So we can add a roulette table somewhere? I'll do that in a minute. Wait till I have some valets. But anyway, yeah, maybe the special facility... Oh, it's a rotating door. Of course it is. It's just to practice navigating a revolving door. That's how you become a valet. Anyway, maybe the special facility is just for doing it faster than normal. Maybe they still can recover their smarts just by hanging around and not doing a smart grabbing thing.
Succeeded.
Oh, we got a bunch of new lair options here, huh? Advanced guard post. Improves worker smarts. You know what? Oh, other note already being researched. Never mind. So it's just okay. So it's unlocking stuff for me, but not because I finished researching something. The fan will blow your enemies away. Yeah, I hear that the traps here are pretty ridiculous. We're not going to get to those today. We're just learning the basics. Maybe sometime later, if I still stay into this game, we'll learn about sort of the tower defense type
Building
features.
objective available.
To ensure your cover operation is perceived as legitimate, you need some activities for your guests to use. Request some roulette tables to be built in your cover operations.
Multiple roulette tables? Can do that.
Distracting agents drains their resolve and reduces the time they have to find suspicious activity in your lair before heading back to their HQ.
Okay, so agents have a resolve meter of some kind. And if you distract them enough, they'll run out of it before they actually find your lair. That's kind of cool.
New optional objective available.
New optional objective. Sell abandoned cover operations. Okay, you need to stop talking. I can't see the thing. Stop talking. Okay, so I can just sell the old stuff. I thought it was going to just come back online or something, but no. How do I make this go away? By hitting that, of course. Now, my vault is almost full, so I don't actually want to sell this stuff right this second, probably, but I can. That's good to know. Okay, so we've got tourists now. So am I going to actually start legitimately making money out here?
We have picked up some movement near your lair.
Uh-oh.
Keep an eye out for incoming agents.
How do I keep an eye out for that?
A scheme has succeeded.
All right, so I need like a secondary vault or something. Because I don't have room over here. Maybe if I just build something off to the side over here. And fill it with gold pallets.
Tag this agent for distract. This will ensure your minions remove the offending agent with as little commotion as possible.
All right, so we've got an agent. We tag them for
I want
distract.
you to distract that intruder, if you can find them.
Your minions will escort any unwanted guests to a safe spot within your cover operations.
Which I assume is... So maybe I don't want to have the roulette tables right next to the entrance where it's easier to find? I don't know. So Cloudcraft says, just for reference when you're building your own base, agents will probably still operate offline of sight, which means putting a room that bodies will be hauled out of right in front of the entrance is generally a bad idea. Oh, you mean like right here? Like if these doors open and we're hauling a body out of the interrogation room, then the agents might see it, and that might be enough to just like put them into high alert mode. Hey there, Mama Tinker. Thanks for joining us. Ugh. Man, my back is just killing me. I need to get like a pillow or something to stick it behind my back. Maybe this old jacket will be good enough for now. There, yeah, I just want to not be hunched over, you know? I want to be, like, arching my back a little bit to sort of counteract what it's trying to do. Okay, so I've marked this agent for distract. Is that a job for my valets? Seems like they're mostly busy. Do I need to hire more valets? Let's grab some more valets. Another pesky investigator. Okay, we've got another valet coming. Oh, so that's why we have the two doors, like the airlock configuration. It's so that people are unlikely to see inside the base from out here. Okay, so they're just coming to the roulette table. So, is someone going to come and actually do what I said? Reneth Court asked if I've ever thought of getting sort of kind of non-standard...
Objective available.
A non-standard desk and chair type setup. Yeah, so I actually do have a kneeling chair. Oh man, they did absolutely nothing.
Vital stations.
Locate and grab that intruder.
Okay, so I just panicked. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe it looks like they were actually going to try to grab this person. Or like distract them to keep them from getting inside the base. But now they're running away. And my guards are doing absolutely nothing. Oh, wait. What are you... Why are you... Oh, you're going to take a nap? Really? That's what you're doing right now? What is wrong with you? Where'd the agent go? Did they just leave? Did they escape?
New main objective available.
Once a minion's morale has fallen to critical levels, they'll need to relax in the staff room.
I think I just screwed that up.
Cancelled.
It just looked like no one was doing anything, and then they started coming into the base. I was like, well, I gotta do something. But maybe they actually would have distracted them at that point and gotten them out of there. Maybe I just... Yeah, so I don't know. Are they going to go get their friends?
Research has resumed.
I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, Cloudcraft says, just because they got into a corridor does not actually mean I should go on high alert. Well, I don't know how this works. Cloudcraft says, it looks like I have too many tables, not enough valets. Maybe so. I mean, I did try to train a few extras at the last minute, but that probably was not quick enough. Hard to be sure. Anyway, so clearly I'm still sort of just barely figuring out how this game works. What's this guy building? Sorry, I'm just really curious now. Oh, right. We're still adding the pallets of gold. That's right. That was going on this whole time. Okay, well, you know what? It's been over an hour. I think we've got kind of a rough idea of basically how this game works. There's still a lot of information I'm missing and a lot of the experience I haven't had. I have not set up sort of the tower defense operation for keeping agents out. There's a lot of these side stories that I need to complete. Oh, staff room, huh? All right. You know what? I'll deal with that later. For right now, we should wrap up this video and go do something else. So, yeah, but see, it just keeps finding new things to like. I almost continued because the game keeps finding new interesting things to put in front of me to distract me. So I'm gonna keep checking out this game on my own time, and if I get to the point where I can show a new, more interesting part of the game, I will do that. In the meantime, if you're watching this later on YouTube, you can subscribe to my channel. I'll put a button right there, and some links to other games over there. So enjoy that.